Why do I have two dogs in here? What the heck was that? Another... Why do I have another dog in here? Hello everyone, this is Fallen Dice, and welcome back to Get Off My Lawn, my Shotguns Only playthrough of 7 Days to Die version 2.0. Alright, so I always record my episodes 2 at a time. So this is the first post-horde episode that wasn't done on the same day. So let's come over here and let's discuss, let's do an autopsy on why this horde base failed. And we'll have some discussions on how we can fix it and what are we going to try to do for the next horde. So I like to try to get things started earlier than I need to. So again, it's day 9. I could wait for day 13, day 14, because it's not a lot of huge changes. A lot of it's going to depend on RNG and whether or not I can find something. But we are going to buy all the electrics that I need, minus the most important one, which I still don't have, nor can I make, and that is the electric fence post. And I need a lot of books, so I am not going to be able to create this on my own. All right, so what happened with this horde base? All right, it wasn't the placement of this, and it wasn't the placement of these, nor was it this here. In fact, I could put like a normal plate here, and that would kind of help us out. That was the problem. And I don't know why. I mean, I went into I had to know. I had to figure this out because it was messing with my head how badly this went. So I had to figure out, okay, what happened? Why did this? And I tried a whole bunch of things. I mean, I felt like I was Jawoodle for a little bit in Jawoodle Park trying to figure out, okay, what do I do? What happened? Why is this a problem? And for whatever reason, it turned out to be this. As soon as I placed a block here, it behaved like it should. They would drop right in front of me, even glance at me, and then race across. Another thing that I saw, and I'm not sure if it is or not, but I did put them on a faster, and I'm not sure why I didn't put it on sprint. I usually put my hordes on sprint because I hate waiting around for them to show up. I also didn't like the way this opened up. It should open up to the top or to the side, something so I can see, but I don't kind of block this. All right, first thing I want to do is I need to break this block. We're going to give them something to bang on. So I verified that this was not an issue. And I don't know if putting that there, the same one, but this is supposed to kind of give them something to kind of, that makes me wonder, if I went with the wedge, what if I went with that same wedge, but instead of, oh, there we go. Yeah. So what if it went like this? So it gave them, it still kind of moved them into here. And you can see, if I push over here, it's still going to kind of push me there. So I think that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade that. Right, let's go ahead and upgrade this. I need to have both of these at cobblestone. The other thing that we're going to do, again, is to find a way with the electric fence post to electrocute them. And I'm thinking his videos kind of showed how he had them coming up here and crisscrossing. I think actually, if I were to say, break this here, put the fence post there, and then have it run up to the back of this up here, it would catch them coming. Now, we do want them up there. So I may have to find a way to stick it over here. So I can see why he did what he did. Once I'm done here, I might go back into creative and test out how I could tweak that. Because the other thing about that is, even in watching his video back again, there's a lot of banging and hitting on these. They don't all go up. They get kind of confused. Once they do go up, they behave the way they're supposed to, but they do a lot of damage down here. So the other thing I was mentioning was to try to, or to buy the items that I can. So I have a couple engines, which means I could do power, but I need the generator, and I am nowhere near being able to craft a generator. But last time I was here, Rect was selling generators.
Look who decided to show their face again.
So I can buy a generator bank. I can buy some switches. I don't need the lantern or spotlight. I mean, a spotlight would be nice, but I don't need it. Can I make... How far am I away from making a dart trap?
Get out of my store.
A ways again, too. So I don't need the pressure plate or anything like that. So right now, a switch, a generator. All I'm missing are the electric fence posts. What I would like to do is let's go ahead and put away the trap stuff that we purchased. And that is, I want to take another foray to see if we can find some things. Let's see about eating. We're currently cooking lots of drinks. Actual good drinks for once. I don't have a lot of space, man. I would love to carry them with me. I just don't have a lot of... Oh, I do. That's where you go. Let's look at the map. So where we've gone so far. So I know taking this road just takes me into that city. I didn't see what I wanted, so I'm thinking we take this road. Part of the reason that we're searching to see if we can find more cities is I have yet to find any crack-a-books. And crack-a-books, I think, is going to be the thing that really kind of turns us around and really gives us a leg up as far as what we're trying to do here. Keep an eye on the horizon. All right, looks like we have something here. So let's get a little closer and get our exploration on. This does seem to be an alright city. If I look up here, well, the roads go two different directions. That's interesting. So that goes... That looks like residential. That looks like it's one of those stop places on the way out of town. Or into town, I should say. I can't believe I've yet to find a crack-a-book. It's crazy. Again, this doesn't seem to be a huge city, though. Or I'm just in the wrong part of it. We'll hang a right here to check things out. We got a big lake coming up ahead. Apparently I have 1 million bars in the city, but no no crack-a-books. So they like to go out and eat food, go to the bar, but they don't want to read. All right, so let's keep going this way. There's got to be a large city somewhere. So far, all we're finding is these tiny little towns. Let's see what's up over this horizon before we follow the road. Doesn't really look like anything. It's just wilderness POIs. Okay. Keep heading this way. Okay, coming up on something else again. I still don't know how big this might be. Hopefully it's bigger than the 3 that we've discovered so far. Is that wrecked right here? Let's cut across and see wrecked. Let's run through and loot real fast. We might be able to get some more Forge Ahead books in here, which again would be nice. Now that I've found what is a good looking place, I'm a little more open to, there we go, a little more open to doing a little bit more exploration, checking out vehicles when we run across them. We can actually craft our own lockpicks now. So I'm no longer at the risk of running out and hoping the trader has them. Okay, another Forge Ahead. Good. Okay, well, not that time. All right, what do I have to sell? Yeah, I'm going to sell this. I can't sell that. Okay. All right, what do you got? Do I need the cash right now? All right. Armored Up 3, Southern Farming 3, Electrical Traps 3. Okay, you don't have any of the books that I want. Unfortunately, good old Wreck did not have what I needed. Let's run over here, hit up a tree, create a storage box, and then let's go explore this town. Fingers crossed it's not a waste of time and we actually find a crack-a-book. That's the ultimate success, is if we can find a crack-a-book. Okay. Put up the rocks. Okay, there we go. We're going to set it up into two things. All right, you know what? I don't want to take the chance of you hitting me while I'm mid-box. Okay. Second box will be things that maybe we sell. Any extras of that? Yeah. Okay, I can sell lead now. Again, because I have plenty. I have a supply of it now. All right, and then the stuff that isn't. Okay. That probably looks more promising. So let's go and head south. Yeah, I haven't found a city yet. Okay, another working stiff tools. We had that in our other city. The bowling alley. Nothing on this run. Okay, let's hang the corner. And I don't know if this is another. Is this like Old West stuff? Okay, I see crack-a-book sign, but I'm not sure if this is like the Old West crack-a-book. I mean, we'll still go inside. It's still something, but man, we are not getting lucky at all. I don't know how many books we're going to get, but I am going to... Actually, let's get our light source out. Okay, handy, I think, or is that... Oh. I would say not what I was really hoping for. So let's see what we actually got. Let's go ahead and shut this door to give us some privacy. All right, based off this, okay, I'm not going to use that. I might use that, but not now. Handyland, I am going to use that. Southern Farming, I will use that. We got one more Shotgun Weekly, one more Forged Ahead, and then the rest of that's for sale. Where else can we go? There's got to be a city somewhere. Like an honest to goodness city. Okay. Based off of here, we're now 1295 south. This was 1750. So I think that's as far as we got here. So, all right, let's try there. And let's see if there's something going over there. At this point, I think we're kind of all in. Getting home isn't going to leave us much time to do much, so unless we can find something good here. Let's keep checking the mailboxes as we go. I think this looks to be... Yeah, I think it's one of those stations for stopping people. Oh, no, it's... Okay, I remember this one. It's like a truck stop. Explodes when you go through. Let's check this one out. Looks like we get to a higher area. Yeah, let's come up here, get as high as we can, get a view. See if we can see anything. Don't look like there's anything over that way. And that would just still be south. Okay, where are we at on the map? We are... Okay, we're actually... So there's a bit to go east yet. Okay. As long as it's not in another biome. Okay, this actually looks a little promising. That looks like it goes into the burning forest. Yeah, that is an actual city. So it looks like that's where we probably would want to go. Okay, that was south. So we've gotten to the burnt forest portion of this. Let's head back over this way. Now we're heading east, northeast, which we haven't explored yet. Oh, gosh. Okay, well, we know we can't go that way. We want to be heading home. I definitely went the wrong way. Is this another wreck, though? It is. Okay, so we did find the fourth wreck. Yeah, I found 4 towns. 4 towns. Not a single one being a city. We got still a little ways to go for the cement mixer, which would be nice. Oh, man. Yeah, we'll drop you. I'm running out of places to check for additional spots. Like, I'm hoping that doesn't mean that just this map doesn't have... Nope. Yeah, I'm hoping that this doesn't mean that this place doesn't have it. All right, let's go sell some stuff direct. I got to open up my inventory. This might actually be a double episode.
What do you
I think
want?
that might be what we have to do because I can't just put an episode of me running around and not finding anything. All right, what do you have? Do you have anything that I would be interested in? Gunpowder, yep. Let's grab that. Okay, 2 shotgun weeklies would be nice. Let's see, what do we got for science? Again, nobody's got what I really want, which is the electric fence posts. I suppose we can grab the 2 shotgun weeklies. Sooner I can get to the pump, the better. I need to get 6 more of those, and I will be able to make a pump. What is left to do? So this is east, so I can't go east. So the only thing I can do... All right, let's... Yeah, let's head here. And then from that we'll go up north, but I think that will be it. If I don't find anything in either of those spots, then that means that there just isn't. And then that means that I really have to concentrate on opening up the biome. So we have 2 more corners of what I think is the forest to check to hopefully try and find a legitimate city, which would include a legitimate crack-a-book. If I don't, then we go back home and we concentrate on preparing for the burnt forest. Again, all roads should eventually connect. I'm assuming that this down here either goes to here or it comes down from there. One of the cities has got to connect to that. Okay, no, it's actually hidden. So maybe there's something here. Let's give that a shot. If it isn't, because we are heading over to the other corner where I was going to check, so... which way do I want to go? All right, how far do I want to go before I decide that this isn't on the way? If I don't see something by here, then I'm gonna hang a bit. How far do I go before I say screw it and go the other direction? I don't even remember when I created this map. I never like zoomed in on it to see what things was there. I generate the map, we pop in. That's probably bad on my part. I should probably look to make sure that there's something good. I don't think that there is anything this way. All right, let's cut across. We were trying to get here. Let's go for there. And if it isn't there, then we'll head north back up, and we'll spend the entire night getting home. Oh, don't tell me that we got a nice city, but it's in the desert. Yeah, look at that skyscraper there. Come on. Pretty sure at this point now we can say that there's nothing. Whoa. That we have nothing down south. Okay, we'll just go straight up north. We're heading home. That'll still take us up to where we need to go. Where is our airdrop? And we'll also grab our airdrop on the way. So we'll hit that, and then we'll crisscross up to there. Maybe I'll head up to this last area. Yeah, it doesn't look like we have anything in the middle either. Yep, we've arrived at the center. Nothing there. So let's make our way over to the airdrop. Let's at least see what we got there. Okay, let's see what we got. Something I can't use. Skill book bundle. Okay, 2 more shotgun weeklies. Okay. 2 more southern farmings. 2 more electric traps. I mean, it's not bad. All right, let's head over to there, and then we'll hang out a right and head up. Now we're into new areas that we haven't visited yet, and I think we're probably coming up on some kind of biome change here, be my guess. So we've already know where the snow is, the desert is, and the burnt forest is. So my guess is we're looking at the wasteland over this way. That's snow. Okay, I was thinking that was a lake, but no, that's definitely snow. Okay. I thought I'd seen the snow, but I guess it was just snow-capped mountains. All right, let's head north. This is the last possible place for us to check out before we head home. Yeah, this is definitely the border of the snow. Oh, Wasteland's over there. Burnt Forest is there. I think the desert was down there because I saw the city there as well. It's nighttime right now and we haven't accomplished much, so let's keep just driving around. Let's make sure we've got everything possibly explored. Let's do the treasure. We'll follow this around, make sure there's nothing else up here, and then we'll do our treasure map because I'm pretty sure this takes us right to the snow. Even though we haven't found what we're looking for, we have given us map awareness, so I do know where things are. Again, right now we're over here. There's nothing going to be inside there. So yeah, we're heading. Lots of wilderness POIs apparently. Yeah, so it looks like it's in the middle of the road. All right, let's park here. Let's kill whoever wants to come and harass us. Looks like we're not going to be able to do our normal path, but I still want to line you up on a cardinal. All right, so this is a treasure, so we're not going to end up hearing anybody sneaking up on us every time this thing shrinks, so at least there's that. So looking at the map, Wasteland, desert, or burnt forest, desert, snow. We've literally verified that there is no good city around us. All right, come on over here. Oh, I got two. Well, at least it's light again. Can I hit you the first time for once? I could. Okay, come on over here. Let's get this over with so I can get back to work. There we go. That's one of the reasons I wanted to chop that down. So we verified that we don't have a big city here. So we're going to find this treasure. Oh, come on. Oh my goodness. How many more of you? Okay. Are you at least dead? No, you're not. Actually, I can use a shovel. Okay, I need to start using the shovel. Because I can right-click with the shovel for a power attack. I cannot do that with the axe because that just tries to repair. Why do I have two dogs in here? What the heck was that? Why do I have another dog in here? Is this a dog horde? Okay. I need to get out of here. What the hell? You have got to be kidding me. They gave me a friggin' dog horde? Once again, I was killed because it was dark. Look at this! What's coming? So apparently... The other thing I found out, though, when I was looking at this... So, melee damage for the green tier axe, 9. Melee damage for a green tier shovel, 13.5. Power attack, 24.7. So we definitely are going to be switching for melee to this thing. I am beyond annoyed right now. That was BS. What the heck am I getting a friggin' dog horde at level 15? Come on. Alright, looks like we found it. I would have been so beyond frustrated if you hadn't. Okay, 11 shells, 133 gunpowder, lots of things to sell, 313 cash, and 2 shotgun parts. Okay, at least we got some decent stuff out of it. I'm still upset about the dog horde. This definitely leads to a big city in the burnt forest, which is where we got to go next. All right, so we are cross-countrying it. We are going to head home, put our stuff away, and then we're going to see what we need to do to get our badge for the burnt forest, and then we're going to head over there for a while. Okay, we have made it home. I'm going to quickly put things away, and then we're going to sit down and we're going to figure out what it is we need to do in order to make it and survive in the burnt forest. Editing Fallen here, and it would appear that I had a lot more footage than I thought I did. So sitting at over 25 minutes right now into this, and I'm just at the start of the next day. So with the options of a super, super long episode, or just go ahead and cutting this into the 2 episodes it should have been, I decided we're going to go with the 2 episodes. So we're going to go ahead and end this one here. We'll pick it back up with our preparations for the burnt forest. Yet another death, but we move on. So hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, please go ahead and leave it a like. If you have not already subscribed, I would appreciate it greatly if you would consider that as well. But with that being said, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.